One of
five.
5.
So today our purpose is to be cutting out these notches down here. So what we're going to be doing is cutting pockets. So what I have done is each of these beams that are going across are 2 feet on center. And I'm measuring each beam individually to know the exact size for the pocket, as each is just slightly different from one another. And I'm going to cut the pocket exactly correct for each of them.
So are you measuring the next one?
No, I got to get my center line just to have something to start with. And then I take this, and I'm physically measuring each of these. So this is at natural depth of 6 1/4, and a width of 3 1/8. So, did I measure that right? Yeah, this is 3 1/8. This would be better if I had a guide.
stuck?
No, it's moving. Here we go.
One of
5.
5.
All right, so last time we were out here, we were attempting to use the router to create pockets for our floor joists. That was our first attempt at ever using the router, and we learned a few things for sure. First off was we definitely need to have a template guide and a template. So that's what I'm working on now. Ultimately, I have a 3x6 guide or template, and then I have the guide for the template as well. I have to make the template, it comes out to about a 1/16 of an inch wider to accommodate for that guide. So we're going to see how this works, doing it the right way now. So, pretty good. Better for sure, and a lot quicker. Still some cleanup needed, but much less. So, let's see what I can do. I'm gonna try it again. Well, that didn't work. Awesome. So it looks like I melted the plastic. that this locks into. I do have another one. Maybe it's time to switch it out, but I don't want to ruin another one either. I can tell that I've messed up this particular guide as well, and probably my bit. Well, I don't know what to do next. Worked well for one, but that was it. I decided to move forward using the router without a jig or a guide. It is not nearly as accurate and takes a lot more time. Not super clean. We'll see. All right, so I finished. I'm sure there's still a lot of leveling I need to do. I'll have to come through with my planer and level all of the beams before I put boards on them. But for now, I'm actually just gonna put some plywood. I have some spare plywood I've had up here for a while. I'm gonna put that on so I can keep it covered, and I'll start stacking a lot of my wood that's coming off the sawmill on that, just so I have a little place to put it. And then I'll get moving on building walls and doors and everything else here soon. All right, let's walk around a little bit. So I finally finished all of these joists, and I added some 2x6s just inside this outside beam. And those are just screwed in. The reason I did that is because the logs are 4 inches wide, which is the exact width of that beam. So if I don't have another board on the outside, I have nothing to put my floor planks on when I put those together. So I'm going to need those. And considering the inside dimensions are exactly 12 feet wide here, even when I'm just putting plywood down, I'm going to need something just so it fits exactly right. But yeah, it's starting to look pretty good. When all is said and done, have a nice platform at least to start from and go from there. Keep on losing footage. The camera keeps dying on me. The batteries keep getting cold. It's been pretty cold this past week as I've been up here. It's elk season. I've been trying to hunt up here, and while I've had lots of sign on the property for the past week, everything has disappeared. They know it's hunting season, so they're going somewhere else. But let me show you what we've got finished up here. So I got plywood down over top of the floor joists, and as you can see, I actually have it 3 plywood thick right now. There's no purpose in this. To be perfectly honest, all of this plywood is just temporary. I happen to have it. I salvaged it from a dumpster. I knew of a warehouse that was being remodeled, and these were shelves in the warehouse that they were tearing down and throwing away. So I picked up a bunch of sheets of plywood and making the best use of it. Ultimately, I do intend to either have a tongue and groove or shiplap or some sort of floor that I've milled on my sawmill and used, as opposed to buying any wood. And so far I haven't bought any wood, which is kind of the point. Walls are next. I purposely inset the plywood so that we don't have to move it to build the walls on the outside. It's just a matter of putting them together.